You know those days where you're like so unmotivated and you cannot get yourself to work out? It's definitely one of those days for me. Like, this is not joking, this is not acting. It's about noon and yeah, I had a long day yesterday, got in really late, barely got any sleep, but my body is so used to waking up early that even though I went to bed super late, I was up at 5 a.m. and I have been just answering emails on my phone, browsing social media, unfortunately, watching YouTube, listening to podcasts. I have been finding any and all reasons to not work out. But these are the two things that I do that guarantee that I actually will work out no matter what. It is a procrastinator killer. It is a motivation sparker. And I'm really hoping that pulling out my camera and talking about it will actually make me work out, because I am so lazy right now and it's already noon and I normally work out like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. So what are these two things? I am getting out of bed. Now, honestly, you should probably like warm up and stretch and do all that stuff before you do these, but I just got to get myself going. Today's pull day for me, so I usually do a whole bunch of pull-ups. That's like my favorite thing to do when I do a back day, pull day. Okay, so what are these two things? Well, number one, sorry, I'm trying to put my ab stuff out of the way. Okay, so number one is you got to make whatever it is you're trying to do. So if you're procrastinating on, let's say, working out like I am, when you think about, like, say for example, for me, I like to do like around 20 sets of pull variations. And when I think about 20 sets, that's like an hour of working out. That's really demotivating. It's like a big obstacle that is really difficult to get myself motivated for. It's probably why I'm procrastinating, because I don't want to do it, right? That's a lot. But step number one is make your goal as literally small as humanly possible. So what I found whenever it is I'm procrastinating, whether it's work, whether it's a project around the house, or whether it's working out, getting started is the absolute hardest thing in the world. Like, actually just starting is 90% of the battle. If you tell yourself, I'm just gonna work out for like 5 minutes and then call it a day, it's better than nothing. I'll just do like 2 or 3 sets of pull-ups and then I'll call it. I promise you, you're gonna do more. And even if you don't, it literally is better than nothing. So step number one is just make your goal impossibly small. So for right now, I'm just gonna do a little bit of mental, Jedi mind trick and say, I'm just gonna do 1 set and that's it. I'm just gonna do 1 set. So we'll put the camera down real quick. And I'm just gonna do 1 set because I need to break the funk. And this video, I'm probably not even gonna edit because I wanna show it in real time. So let me do 1 set. I'm gonna do it with my bubble jacket on because I'm actually kind of cold. That's good enough. 8 pull-ups. I'm getting warm now. I'm feeling a little bit motivated, and honestly, I'm probably gonna work out more. So that's step one. Make your goal impossibly small for you to not do. And I did it. And honestly, it's working, because there ain't no way I'm just gonna do 1 set of pull-ups. But this is the better trick, combining getting yourself started and making your goal impossibly small. This one is my secret weapon. Let me show you guys something real quick. So I love using tabula timers, or however you pronounce it, hit timers. So I have a timer here that basically goes off every 3 minutes. And when I click start, that timer is gonna be like beep, 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 boop every 3 minutes. And I'm telling you, having a timer, it's going to force you to stay on track and work out. Because we all got Parkinson's law. We all allow work to fill up the amount of time we give ourselves. So if you actually set a timer and you give yourself a certain amount of time, you're gonna do it. So I put on this timer. I'll turn on this 3-minute timer, and literally I can still mess around with my phone. I can still check emails. I can still browse social media. I can still go on Threads and X and Instagram and TikTok and do all those things. But every 3 minutes, that timer's gonna go off, I put my phone down, I do pull-ups. So, I'm gonna put this down real quick. I'm actually kind of warm now, so turn on the lights, off this bubble jacket, and let's get started. So I'm gonna click the timer. Here we go, bam. It gives myself 15 seconds to get my first set in. You're gonna hear the timer go off in 5 seconds, and I'm just gonna start doing pull-ups. I like to start with wide grip because it's the hardest for me. I like to really go all the way down and all the way up and try to engage my scapula, my shoulder blades.
Break.
And I personally like to go to failure, or at least as close to failure as possible. So you heard the timer, it went off, and I still went for like 3 or 4 more pull-ups. The end timer doesn't really matter because it's just gonna go off every 3 minutes. And the point is, in 2 minutes and 20 seconds, I'm gonna do pull-ups again. Now that's my timer for my pull days. I need about 3 minutes in between sets to feel recharged and ready to go for the next set. But you might be different. You might not need 3 minutes. You gotta find your timer, right? Maybe you're a 2-minute person. Maybe you're a 2.5-minute person. Or maybe you're a 4-minute person. Whatever it is, you just set your timer. And I use this free app. I think it's literally called HITT, Hit Timer, or Taboola Timer. It's free. You just set up your timer and you go. And I don't have to think about it anymore. It's like my own personal coach, right? In a minute and a half, that crap is gonna yell at me, boop, 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 and I do my pull-ups. It's like having my own personal coach telling me, hey, put your phone down, get some pull-ups in. And honestly, it's kind of cool because truth be told, when you're working out, like especially when you're doing like resistance training, you're not actually working out the whole time, right? You're working out for maybe 30 seconds and then you're resting for 3 minutes. 30 seconds, then 3 minutes. So sometimes I'll have my guitar and I'll play guitar in between sets. Or practice, I'm not that good. Or I'll play piano and practice, not that good. Or I'll work on YouTube ideas for you guys for future videos. But literally today was just, I was in bed till noon. I'm not joking with you guys, I literally was in bed. I didn't warm myself up and fake pretend that I was in bed, demotivated, and now I'm trying to work out. I've been thinking about working out for like 2-3 hours, just procrastinating and finding every single reason to not work out. But here we go. We got 10 seconds. I'll put this camera down again and we're gonna do set number 2 of pull-ups. I'm gonna try to get to at least 13, maybe 14. So, set 2 is done. Feeling good, feeling tired. But how do you figure out your timer, right? Maybe, you don't work out as much, so you don't exactly know your body that well. Maybe you don't know. Like, I can literally kind of feel my heart rate, but also make things easy on yourself, right? Wear a smart band. It doesn't have to be a smart watch, Apple Watch, Google Watch. It doesn't have to be expensive. This is a Xiaomi smart band, 5, 6, whatever. It's like $40, but it tracks my heart rate, my VO2, tracks all that good stuff. But really what you want to do is find a timer where your heart rate will spike, obviously, when you're doing anaerobic workouts, but then watch your heart rate and see how long does it take you to get back to essentially baseline. And if it takes 90 seconds, 120 seconds, 3 minutes, whatever, that's your timer, right? But you always want to challenge yourself. You always want to progressively overload. So whether that's doing more pull-ups or shortening your timer or adding weight to your pull-ups, whatever it is, you can find ways to increase your intensity. But you want to be able to find an interval where in that particular amount of time, and for me it's every 3 minutes, I feel pretty much ready to go for the next set. Now I can wait longer and probably hit 15 reps every single time if I give myself like 4 minutes, 5 minutes, but honestly, it's just about hitting close to failure, at least for me. You're gonna hear it on YouTube all over the place. Everyone's gonna be talking about like, all you gotta do is 2 sets or whatever. The important thing is intensity, right? You're only cheating yourself if you have a bunch of energy still in the tank and you're not using it. So anyways, I guess that's today's video. I just wanted to make it short, simple. I don't even think I'm gonna edit it because I want you guys to see the raw, real world, in real time exercise. And real quick, what I usually do is I'll do 4 sets of wide grip pull-up, and then I'll do 4 sets of kind of this diagonal pull-up, which it just feels good on my elbows and puts it in the right spot. And then I'll do 4 sets of neutral grip pull-ups, and that'll be 12 sets of pull-ups. And then I move on to my machine for more accessory work. So we'll do 1 more set on camera with you guys. Set number 3 of wide grip, and I'm gonna try to get to 13.
Break.
So that last set was a bit dirtier, a little bit more struggling. Maybe I won't be able to get to 12 on my 4th set, will be the goal, but I'm just trying to have good form, recruit the right muscles, make sure my shoulders are in the right place, make sure I'm trying to bend the bar as I'm doing pull-ups, internally rotate, pull with my elbows, all those good tips. Maybe I'll do another video on pull-up tips because it's my favorite exercise. And legitimately, it makes your abs pop, gives you that V-taper, wide stance, activates your shoulders, lats, traps, biceps, forearms. It's amazing. I love pull-ups, actually, honestly. Okay, that's today's video. I'm so glad I pulled out the camera because I finally got out of my procrastination and my laziness, and I'm 20% through my workout, and there's no way I'm stopping now. So again, recap. Step 1, just make your goal impossibly small. If you're trying to get some work done, just work for 5 minutes. If you're trying to clean up your bedroom, just clean up your bedroom for 5 minutes. If you're trying to work out, just do 2 sets of something. And I'm telling you, I think you guys know, the hardest part is starting. So just get started is step 1. And step 2, my magic weapon, a HIIT interval tabula timer. That crap's gonna yell at me in a minute to do my 4th set. And in between, I can do whatever I want. Play guitar, play piano, surf the internet, scroll through social media, whatever. At least I'm turning something unproductive like doom scrolling with productivity, getting some workout in. And then after this, I'll probably hit the treadmill for a little bit, walk for a little bit, and then eat lunch, a very late lunch. But anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.